All right, so I'm just gonna get started so that you guys can get to your um, match. I know so many of you guys are football fans. Football in North America has an entirely different meaning. It's an entirely different sport. It's soccer here. I don't know why. It's a different name. It's crazy, but I know everybody wants to watch the World Cup matches, so I want to get through this efficiently as I possibly can. So I'm gonna start sharing my screen. Okay, well, here we go. All right, so today we're going to talk about stories on Instagram. Before I begin everything, I do want to tell you, ladies, that everything I share with you today can apply to Facebook stories, Instagram stories, and the things that you post on your profile grid. So, your profile grid is what they call the wall on Instagram, and then on your profile on Facebook. So everything applies to all of those, but we're just gonna hone in on the story aspect because right now, Meta is giving preferential treatment to stories. Stories are actually trending higher than going live. So if you're a person who does not like to go live, you are lucky today because today you guys are going to learn to do stories. So we are calling this training Stop Posting at People and Start Telling Them Stories. So tell me a story. So we're going to talk about how to turn 3 to 5 story slides a day into connection, customers, business, and growth. I want everybody to really absorb what I'm going to say today. And I mean no disrespect or hate. I'm not calling anybody out. But a lot of us, because it's summer, we have the tendency to just throw up content and just post things to just post it. There's no intent behind it, there's no strategy behind it. And honestly, even if you don't think so, the people who are watching take note and it comes across as a little sloppy. So we're going to change that today. I want everybody in the chat to give me a number one if you are ready to change how you work your stories today and make a promise and a commitment that after this training, you're going to reevaluate how you show up in your stories so that you can grow forward. So I want to see all the number ones coming up. If you don't give me a number one, me and Crystal are going to have conversations with you later. Okay, so stop just showing up. Start creating a connection. So this is bigger than learning how to use Instagram stories. So when someone watches your stories, they truly should feel like they're getting to know who you are. It's really an opportunity to show your personality, your life, your products, even the opportunity and more. And the thing is that stories are only a minute, 30 seconds to a minute long. It's a very, very small window of a glimpse into who you are that can make the greatest impact. They shouldn't at any time feel like they're just trying to be sold to. Every slide that they go into your stories, you don't want someone to just see a poorly made AI graphic that has so much wording on it, that has prices everywhere, that's just a product. You don't want them to see that because that's just going to make them feel like you're just trying to sell to them. And honestly, in my experience, that's going to cause more frustration because you're going to say, I'm working so hard, I'm doing all these things, nobody's paying attention. They may not be paying attention because these are the habits that you have started to do in your business. Okay. You want to make sure that you have a connection before conversion. So if you're just throwing up story slides to throw up story slides and you're not connecting, making a connection through those stories with somebody, it's not going to convert. Okay, you want relatability before results. So your goal is with this is not to post 20 random slides a day. It's to create 3 to 5 intentional, original story slides that give people a reason to watch, connect, and respond with you. It gives you an opportunity to stand out from everybody. What I have noticed, and if you've seen this or you've been guilty of this, drop me a number two, okay, in the comments if you have made AI graphics that has, let's just say, a Zen mascara and it's in a meadow with a sun and it's got like all of the benefits of it, and you've put that in your stories, and you've noticed your stories don't get a lot of views, you don't get a lot of interaction, but you continue to do that. I'm going to say I have seen this so much lately. If I Google, not Google, if I go do a search on social media of Zen mascara or pharmacy product, I will be met with 20 to 50 people with an AI generic, overly worded graphic in the results. If you have done this, I'm telling you right now, make it a goal to no longer do that moving forward because you're hurting yourself, okay? We want to make connection. We want to have the stuff that we put out there convert so that our businesses can grow. So our brand, we are our brand, we can grow. The next one, reposting is not the same as showing up. So sharing a feed post to your story, it's not wrong, but it isn't the same as creating an original story. So I want to talk about that for a quick second. I do this on my Instagram. If I'm on my own Instagram and there is, let's just say pharmacy has a deal on Calendula, and I've got a really awesome reel that I did weeks ago on Calendula, I will repost that. And when people look at it, it'll keep them still on my page. But many of you will take my post and repost it in your stories. What do you think is going to happen? You're going to take your audience and you're moving them from your stories and moving them to me, right? This is with not even just pharmacy posts, this is with anything. So if you're reposting people's posts into your stories because you just want to make sure you have something in your stories, I want you to think about what the result of that could be for you. So if you're reposting, maybe it's your daughter's prom photos. All right, that's okay. You want to show people that you're a mom, that your daughter's at that point in her life. That's great. But let's just say it's your best friend's son's pool party. I don't know. I'm just making things up. What are you going to be doing? Your son's, their son's pool party has nothing to do with you or your business in that sense. So I want you to think about reposting news, updates in your stories, other people's posts in your stories. Really think about that because the goal is to keep people shifting through your stories, to look at your content, to trust you. But if they're always being met with these reposts, you're going to lose that viewership. Okay. So a repost, it basically says, click here and leave my stories. An original story says, hey, stay here, get to know me, let's connect. The problem is just isn't sharing posts. The problem is relying on reposts and calling that showing up. Physically showing up, physically show up and give people a reason to keep tapping over. So these pictures that I've shown, these are two examples of a repost or then just posting the actual image itself. And there is wording in that image at the bottom. It's just cut off in the graphic here. But if you didn't know me and you stumbled upon this, which one are you most likely to do? Would you most likely click on the one with all the words to bring to a post, or would you click on the one with minimal words to see what's next? Probably to see what's next. Okay. I want you to think of those are the things I want you to think about when you're posting. Don't just document your day, give people a reason to care. So I've got some pictures here that kind of flows with what I'm about to say. So a coffee cup is a picture. I'll see everybody post there like I love Starbucks, ladies. Sorry, it's my vice. Don't judge me. It's my thing. If I just post this picture, that's just a picture. That doesn't say anything. Okay. But if I were to post this picture plus a thought, a feeling, a funny moment, or a question, that's a story. We want to tell a story. So, oh my gosh, there's so much condensation. So I could post this. Oh, you guys can't even see it. It's blocking it out. Okay. So I can post this, right? I can post this and I can say, oh my God, she put a hilarious little memo on here. And I could say, it says, stay hydrated, stay indoors, protect yourself from the wildfire. Don't become bacon. That's hilarious. Don't become bacon. That's hilarious, right? That's me putting it out and pointing to what this is actually about. If you look in the photos, I've got a picture of the NutriPlus coffee, just the package. What does that tell people who are watching me? Nothing. Doesn't tell them anything. But if I look at the picture over to the far right, over here, I have the NutriPlus coffee with a scoop, and I asked the question, how many cups of coffee did you drink today? This is going to be telling a story. This is asking a question. Okay. This is inviting connection. Same with the bottom. These are products, they're sitting on my counter. If I didn't have the words, it's just a picture. But I am putting words on it and it's telling people what it's for. So what you want to do is you want to stop taking the product photos that you have, just putting them up there, and you want to add something that shows the moment, adding a meaning, invites connection, and always ask yourself, what is the story behind what I'm showing? What's the intention? Why would you just post this? What would you hope to gain from that? I want you to think about that when you're about to do your next story. Okay. The four stories every business builder should know how to tell. So there is four ways to do your stories. And let me just say, you don't have to do every single one every single day. You can rotate them out, you can mix them in, however you want to do it, but don't feel the pressure to have to carry all four pillars at one time. That's crazy. So the first one is the product story. What the problem is, why you tried it, how you use it, what changed, it that's the benefit. That's your product story. So I'll give you the next page, I'll give you guys an example. The next one, the opportunity story. Why did you start? What you needed? What scared you? What it has given you? This one is really, really important because a lot of us, and I see because we have all of these join promos that are happening, that we're just pumping out the coral box or we're pumping out how much it costs to join, but we're not telling the story of why they should join. We're not telling the story of what it's done for us. We're not telling the story of how it can change their life. Okay, so that's the opportunity. The next one is the life story, your personality, what you love, what annoys you, what you believe, me too moments, things that people will look at you and say, oh my gosh, that's me as well. And then the last one is the everyday journey story. So, ordinary moments, personal context, relatable, meaning, connection. You don't need to reinvent your content every single day. You just need to know which story you're telling. So, I like to look at these four pillars and I like to mix them up so that if I am busy, I work in a Pilates studio and I work for all of the major professional sports teams in Toronto, plus do pharmacy. I am busy. Okay. If I had to think about all four of these things every single day, I would overwhelm myself and I probably would not get anything done. And I'm sure many of you can relate that when you start to overthink, when you start to feel overwhelmed, the least thing that happens is you being productive. We lack productivity when we're overwhelmed. So I want you guys to give yourself permission to tell one story a day. Okay. So let's dive into these stories. The product story. Don't just show the bottle, tell the journey. So, I mean, you can read these words here, but I'm gonna tell you guys a story. A year ago, well, just over a year ago, I hosted a team event that I had like team of mine fly in from different parts of Canada to come and do this huge workshop event. I had professional photographers, I had it catered. It was beautiful. And I remember putting on this light blue dress. And when I put it on, I looked like I was on top of the world. I felt so good in it until I saw the photos. When I saw the photos of myself in that blue dress, all I could see was inflammation, bloating, and a woman who looked incredibly uncomfortable. And it was very daunting for me. I don't believe in quick fixes. I don't believe in starving myself. I don't believe in surgeries and things like that unless it's absolutely necessary. That's just not for me. And Canada didn't have Alloglow. We had just L-carnitine. Canada is very slow moving when it comes to getting the really cool NutriPlus products. But L-carnitine was not working for me. It would work for a little bit, but the next day, all the things that I felt the day before would just go. I felt like I would have to drink a bottle of that a day for it to work. It just was not working. And I remember seeing all of my American side sisters boasting about Alloglow, just boasting, boasting, boasting how it makes them, they dropped weight. I gave them more energy. It removed bloating. It removed inflammation. I was a skeptic. I didn't believe it could do that, but also we didn't have it in Canada, so I couldn't test it. When I found out it was going to be in Canada, I asked one of my American teamies to send me some Alloglow, and I made a commitment to myself. I said, you know what? I'm going to tell this story. I'm going to go on a journey with this Aloe Glow. I'm going to go on a journey. I'm going to document it. I'm going to share it and I'm going to give honest review. I'm a straight shooter, ladies, if you haven't gathered that by now. I love 85% of our products. The other 15% you will never hear me talk about because I don't believe in them. That's okay. So my audience knows that I'm very, very honest. So when I started talking about the aloe and I shared my insecurities, I showed my insecurities and I documented it along the way. I have shown in 7 months my journey on Aloe Glow. If pharmacy were to tell me that Aloe Glow was leaving tomorrow, I may have a conversation with Crystal that I have to leave. It's like my favorite product. They already reformulated my CC cream. I cannot have them take away the aloe. I love it, okay? But I have told the story. I have told the story. The pictures that you've seen before of the belly, that's me. That's my before and after from 7 months ago. I used to hate taking full body photos. Now that I take Aloe Glow every single day, it has reduced my inflammation. It has given me more energy. So when I go to the gym or I go on long walks or when I go to the Pilates studio, I have the energy to complete a workout, not feel like I'm going to die, and it's impactful because I'm seeing the results from those efforts. I'm not going into my kitchen trying to eat every sugar thing to get my energy up. I'm not drinking crazy caffeine. In fact, half the time I don't even want to drink coffee because my body just feels satisfied because I've repaired that gut. This is a story that I've told my audience in my stories. It's everywhere. My team has seen it. Now, when people take full body photos of me, guess what I'm not doing? I'm not cringing. I'm not asking them to edit it. I'm not asking them to delete it. I'm just like, damn, girl, that's awesome. Still not in my brain, that's me, but it is. And since I've started Aloe Glow, I have lost almost 30 pounds, and most of that was water weight. That was stress. That was bloating. That was perimenopause. For those of you who have never experienced that, consider yourselves very lucky and embrace that part of your life because it honestly is so horrible. Okay, so in my product stories, I tell people what the problem was, why I decided to try it, how I use it. I do not mix it in anything. I don't mix it in anything. It just goes in 6 to 8 ounces of water. I don't put extra stuff in it. I drink it completely in its entirety so that it properly lines the gut. I tell them what's changed and I tell them the benefits that I've gone through personally. Now, what I'm going to tell you is that you don't need to jack in all of those things into one story. You can spread them out. So I can create a story on each of those questions and post them daily and rotate them out. Okay. So, whatever your product is, whatever product that you love so much, the product that you cannot live without here at Pharmacy, you should be telling the story of why that product is something that somebody needs, how they're going to benefit, how it's going to change your life, what problem is it going to solve. Okay. The product isn't the story, but your experience with it is. And the AI generated graphic in the middle with the sun and the 100 different words with all of the same icons at the bottom is not going to depict that for you. People don't want to see that. Okay. All right. The next is the opportunity story. Your story doesn't need to be dramatic to matter. We all have a different journey. My journey is completely different than Crystal's. It's completely different. It's not dramatic. Either way, it's not dramatic. It's just one of those things that happen and we just have a different story, but we tell it. And so instead of these posts that we're seeing, join my team. No, I don't want to. That's my reaction when I see those posts. And that's where a lot of people come in. They don't want to, why do they need to join your team? Why? What benefit is it to you? When we just post things that say join my team, people look at that as you wanting to just make money off them. We don't want to put that out there. Instead, we want to tell them, why did we start? What did I need at that point in my life when I decided to click that join button? What was I nervous or skeptical about? What has it actually done for me? I want you to think beyond the income part. I know we're all here for an income, but when we can extract that from our complete reason and we think about the confidence, the community, the purpose, the flexibility, the friendships, the growth, the experience, people will relate to that more. Okay? Tell people what changed inside your life, not just inside your bank account. Okay. Not everybody is going to make tons of money here. Some people don't want to make tons of money here. Some people want something to do. Some people want to make a new friend. Some people want to go to Turkey. Some people want to just feel like they're not feeling so suffocated in life. And this is the outlet for them. But we have to share that story. Think back to what made you want to join pharmacy. Think about why pharmacy continues to be a place you show up for. What's it doing for you? And what those goals are. On the side, on the left-hand side, you see a picture of me. It says Pharmacy 5 Year. Now, this is a 6 slide series. I posted 6 slides. I'm just sharing one. I went in and I asked my team in the 5 years that I've been with pharmacy, how do they feel I am as a leader? Because I wanted people to understand that leadership can look different for everybody and that people are going to have a different opinion, but I wanted my audience to truly see what they're going to get when they join me. And so I put some pictures at the bottom. You can see one of me and Crystal in Cappadocia. It's literally my favorite picture. I love this picture so much. And I think that there's only like two or three of us that are still here from that picture. But I love this picture so very much. And that's a shared experience. That was our first big, big trip that I could share with my audience. The next photo is me in the pharmacy private jet. So Emre used to invite people to take a jet ride. Wherever the meeting place was, it just so happened to be in Canada. And pharmacy flew me out at a destination to fly back home in this private jet with a red carpet. And it was like, we did like wine popping and a toast. And I don't drink alcohol, so mine was Sprite. But I still have my very, very special VIP jet setter wine champagne glass. Okay, so I shared that. The next photo is of me at convention 2 years ago giving my Emerald speech when I hit Emerald Director. And then another one is like my full team. So when I shared these slides, each photo at the bottom was different in every slide. Each um conversation I had with somebody to give me what they thought of I was as a leader was different. So Layla told me Shanine has kept it honest and real. I always come to her because I know she will never sell me a product that she doesn't believe in. I will support her always. So that actually was a customer. She's a discount shopper. So this is what she said to me. And I want people to see that. I want people to see that there's no pressure. If you're just here for a discount, that's cool. I think discounts are awesome. I used to coupon hardcore, like obsessed. You ladies in the US are so lucky because your coupon value is so much better. But trust me, if you like couponing, that was the thing back then. So I get the discount aspect, right? But these are the things that we need to be sharing with the opportunity. The opportunity isn't just about making money. The opportunity to travel, the opportunity to get special treatment, the opportunity to prove to yourself that you can achieve something, the opportunity to be connected with a group of women that if you were to pass in the street, you may not have given a second glance to. So think about those things when you guys are doing your opportunity story, okay? The life story and the everyday journey. So people connect with people before they connect with your products. Okay. So you got to show them what you love, what annoys you, what makes you laugh, what you believe, what you're learning, what your real day looks like, and take people with you through ordinary moments. Okay. Making coffee, tell them what's on your mind. Heading to Pilates, share why you started. Packing an order, explain what the customer chose and why did they choose it. Using your skincare, share what your skin was like before. Ordinary moments become content when there's a story attached to them. So here's a story for you guys. I'm just going to give you all the information. On the right-hand side, my feet are reluctantly in a pair of Crocs. Okay. There was an incentive with my team the year we hit Emerald that if I were to hit Emerald Director, I would wear a pair of Crocs for 10 days. It was the worst 10 days of my life. My team came together and they ordered these ugly Barbie Crocs and made me document it and wear it. And you know what else happened when we told people this was happening? My customers thought it would be awesome to start supporting my sales and supporting my team sales to get me in a pair of Crocs. Okay. Everybody who knows me knows that these rubber ugly clown shoes don't like them. I do not like them. They're so ugly. Don't find them comfortable. But People know me about this. So there's always that relatability that the people who also don't like Crocs will joke with me about it, and the people who love them will torment me with with different pictures and stuff, and we relate and we've gained that bond. It's a weird bond, but honestly, people need to know these things, okay? The picture on the left is me at Pilates. I have a huge passion for reformer Pilates. So people are starting to know that I'm going on like a fitness journey. Somebody who is super skeptic, who doesn't like to, I don't like to sweat. I don't like to go at a slow pace. I'm always fast moving, but Pilates makes you slow down. You can't do Pilates fast. You cannot. You can't. You'll injure yourself. You'll injure yourself. But people know this about me. People know me as Shanine loves Club Pilates. Shanine goes there 6 days a week and she's always like loving it. She meets so many people. People know this about me. So if they have questions about fitness in, I'm the everyday woman. There's nothing miraculous about me. I'm not like super millionaire. I'm not a massive influencer. I'm an everyday average woman who's just trying something new that gives other people that hope to do it too. And this is part of the life story. I'm at an age, not an age, I'm at a stage where my kids don't really want me posting them on social media. So, am I a mom? Yes. Am I a wife? Yes. But can I share so much of that online due to respecting my family's wishes? Can't really. They don't really want to be on there too much. So, I had to do my own thing and take people from that part of me and move them through the journey of changing that whole perspective. So, I want you to think about your life story and your everyday journey when you're going to post your story slides. Even your content. Like I said, this is going to apply to your content as well, like on your posts. Okay, from flat content to real storytelling. Okay? Flat. Good morning. Oh my gosh, how many of you see those posts in your newsfeed daily where someone just writes good morning? Cool, good morning. Story. I'm exhausted today because I stayed up way too late working on something. Serious question, hot coffee or iced coffee? Change your good morning to change your flat to a story. Flat, my favorite Owl Glow story. I used to hate having full body pics take, oh my gosh, I can't read today, sorry. I used to hate taking full body pics until I found aloe and learned about gut repair. One is flat, one is telling a story. Flat, join my team. Story. When I joined, I was nervous because of what surprised me the most was you're sharing a story. Okay. Don't just show me something. Tell me why I should care. This is not like what we're doing here, ladies. We're in a business, right? So we have to do it a little differently. We're not just Joe Schmo, not attached to pharmacy, who just post things to post and hoping, their friends will connect with them. We're actually trying to build a business. And in our industry, we get a lot of flack for cold messaging, a lot of flack for being fake and spammy and all of these awful things. But if we do it authentically, if we give people a reason to trust us, to like us, to know us, we're going to have greater success. And this is something that I know I do. I know this is something that Crystal does, is that we are very intentional with the things that we put out there. And this is why every month we've got customer orders going in. We have people joining us because we've done those things. Okay. Okay, so meet Tina. That's not really Tina, that's me, but we're going to call her Tina. Okay, 4 stories. Tina is a busy mom. She works full time. She loves coffee. She started using a hair mask because her hair felt dry. She joined pharmacy because she wanted something for herself. From those simple facts, Tina can tell 4 complete different stories. The product story, my hair has felt so dry lately. Here's what I finally tried and what I've noticed. There's her product. Her opportunity. I started because I wanted something that was mine. I was nervous because I didn't think I was a salesperson. There's her relatable opportunity. Life. Coffee check-ins, busy mom chaos, opinions, humor, and things that she believes. So, just an example, she loves coffee. Maybe she spilt it on herself this morning because her toddler smashed into her and she just dropped it. She could take a picture of that chaos, right? There's her life. Everyday journey, packing an order and explaining what her customer chose, why she chose it, and how she recommends using it. That's a life post. Your everyday journey can be anything, but your everyday also shows you working pharmacy. So it's the same woman, same life, four completely different connection points. So she can tap into a lot more people that way. You are not running out of content. Okay, so I know so many of you sit in the content ideas like, I don't know what to post. I don't know what to say. I was thinking this, but then I want to do this. And you're mumbo jumboing a ton of ideas at once, overwhelming yourself. Then you stop. You're not productive. You start wallowing. You start thinking pharmacy is not for you. You feel unsupported. And you're really just setting yourself up for a spiral. But honestly and truthfully, you're not running out of content. You're running out of ways to look at your own life. So one product. The company that I was with before this one was completely built on one product and then it expanded. So you only need one product because it can create multiple stories. So for this one, if you look on the side here in the picture, I have two before and afters. This is last May to this July. So this was 2025, 2026. This was me and Bonnie Prier in 2025 at that event I told you guys about in the blue dress that I felt so confident. Okay, but you could see I'm inflamed. You could see it in my face. To the next event where I'm in a red dress with my teammate Tegan in May. There's another post. These are two posts. Then I have this mixed in here, and I did post it with a caption. You can't see it. Can you guess what's in here? I did mix something in here just for fun. This was a dirty soda aloe glow style. Do you guys know dirty sodas? No. So dirty soda is when you take like a bubbly drink. So it could be pop, it could be like sparkling water, and you add like a skinny syrup to it, add ice, and you can add coffee creamer to it. And it makes this like amazing, you never thought would taste good, amazing beverage. I decided not to overkill myself because I love me some Diet Coke. Don't judge. I love it. I don't drink alcohol, ladies. It's my vice, okay? I love me some Diet Coke, but I'm also on this health journey. So what I did was I took lemon sparkling water, I added Aloe Glow to it, the mango one. I put mango skinny syrup in it and shook it up and then made this little concoction over here. It was bueno, so delicious. Okay. That was a post. I also have this one here where I actually did an unboxing of my Aloe Glow. And then this one was my morning concoction of what I do every morning before I head to the studio. One product, ladies, can create multiple stories. You can tell what it's done, how it's made you feel, how it's changed other people's lives. You could talk about the ingredients, each benefit, how it's good for the point of life that you're in, the different flavors, how you swapped soda for aloe. You can make stuff with it. Okay. One ordinary day can create multiple connection points. So today, it is orange outside. It's an ordinary day, but it's orange outside. Cool. I can talk about that, right? The heat is 10 degrees cooler than it was yesterday, even though it's still like hot. Boom, there's something I can connect with people with. I can talk about the weather because Crystal's in a hotter temperature today than I am, which is, I feel for her, but it's a connection point. Okay. One experience can be told from different angles. So I can talk about my journey with pharmacy, but guess what? I can share Crystal's journey and talk about how my upline had in her journey, and she could do the same. One experience, but different angles. You don't need a more exciting life. You need to notice the stories already happening inside the life that you have. So think about the things you do day to day. Think about what surrounds you. If you're an animal lover, if you knit or crochet, if you love a certain show, if you clean the bathroom today and you are a boy mom, you know how disgusting that bathroom is. If you are a boy mom, you could talk about that. If you are a girl mom, you know how expensive that is. Girls are expensive. I have both gross washroom and my wallet is depleting because they don't give up, right? But these are things that I can talk about. You always got something that you can talk about that can connect with somebody. These things are already happening in your life. You don't need to look at my life and think, well, Shanine posted her weight loss journey. I haven't lost any weight. That's not your life right now. Your life is starting differently. Maybe your life is you're going to about to go on that journey. So think about those things before you start posting them in your stories, okay? I am going to give you some homework. Your challenge, tell me a story. So, you don't have to give me the actual story. You could tag me in it on on your Facebook or Instagram stories. You could share them in the Team Envision, Level Up, or the UK Envision chats. There's three different chats. You can share it in there just with the link, and me and Crystal will go and look. But choose one story type and create 3 to 5 original story slides. You can speak in them, so you can make them a story live or create the actual slide so that you can reuse them later. Okay. Start with the problem or the moment. Add your personal context. Show the product, habit, or experience naturally. Share what changed or what it means to you. End with a question, a poll, or an invitation to reply. People don't need your life to be extraordinary, everyone. They need your storytelling to make ordinary moments relatable. Okay. Show the moment, tell the story, and invite the conversation. So now I want you guys to go and tell me a story, and let's get that moving for you because I'm going to tell you this. The battle, if you're in it, it ain't over. Okay, we've got 9 more days. There's 9 more things coming. And if you can master this, the battle's going to get easier for you. Okay. And that is all. That's all I have for you. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to open it up if any of you have any questions. Do you get a lot of answers when you put a question sticker on? Sometimes. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I will be honest that a lot of people will comment questions or polls if it's a non-product related post, and that's okay because that they're just getting to know me. So it varies, but most of the time it's like if I post a picture of like my kids, which is very rare, or I post of my dogs, that's when I'll get the most like people replying in my stories. But recently, because I've shared aloe so much, my word, my inbox is going bananas about my stuff from aloe. Have you been spying on my stories today, Shanique? I will now, Elaine. Thank you, Linda. Linda, I would be on that plane with you if they took Aloe Glow away. I would cry. I would cry. Yes, you're a product of your product. Aloe's my favorite too, and it used to be CC cream. I was a die-hard CC cream. I was so anti NutriPlus, but it's okay. God wanted me to love NutriPlus and he made it happen. So there we go. Pharmacy gave me a purpose again, wasn't even thinking about the money. I wanted to do something for me. And that is a beautiful story that you can tell, Claire. That's the story you should tell. The money's a bonus. I mean, we're not here to do things for free, but I will tell you that I know that if pharmacy were to shut its doors tomorrow, I'm walking away with experience, confidence and friendships, right? Money could be made anywhere, and that's why I always tell my team impact over income, and I truly believe in that. You want to touch people's hearts before you touch their wallets, before you grow your wallet. So, I think that's really important. We don't have coupons as such in the UK. Yeah, but you guys are from the UK. That's way cooler than a coupon. That's way cooler. Um, where am I going here? Crocs. Shanine doesn't like, no, Shanine does not. I wore Leanne, this is before you re-signed up, but I had to wear them for 10 days and document it. I wore them to the mall, to the store, because I was not going to fluff my team. They worked so hard. They deserved for me to wear those things for the 10 days that I promised. I mean, even though they were ugly, at least they were Barbie. I love Barbie. So there's the silver lining. Thank you so much. Awesome, Linda. I love that. Oh, thank you, Leanne. That's awesome, Deb. You should. If that is your goal, absolutely. Oh, thank you. You're smiling because you think I'm spying on you. You guys can tell if I have. Exactly. Exactly. Of course. Yeah, we have to take a pic because Crystal will hunt us down. So we have to take a pic. Crystal knows what you're on about with the spying. There's a story. There's a story right there, Linda. All right, Crystal, do you want to take the picture?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay,
All right,
awesome.
ready? Turn on your cameras. All right, we got 2 pages here, so give me a sec. All right, ready? One, two, three. One more. One, two, three. All right, I'll send them in the chat.
Awesome. So I will get this recording converted and loaded for you ladies. I know it's getting late in the UK. It's like 10 after 8 over there. It should be up before 11 p.m. your time. If it's not, I've probably run into difficulties, but you'll have it tomorrow for sure. Awesome. Yes, you'll get the slides as well. 100%, Rachel. I'll definitely share that as well. Awesome. All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Go England, go. Awesome. Bye.
Awesome.
Yeah.